Welcome to all learner in the today's session of computer system and peripherals. It is again contained from the chapter 1. So let's start the session. So this is a figure of computer system and the peripherals which contains many components which makes a system active. So let's see and discuss first component, that is the monitor. Monitor is an output device that tells what you want to see on it. It means it is your soft media on which you can see the actual your output in form. So nowadays monitor comes with touch technology which makes it input device also. Next is the CD and DVD drive, which are used to read the CD and DVD disc, or sometime if it contains writer, it also write the CDs and you can say as a burn the CDs. Next component is the system unit. System unit contains all other devices like power supply, disk device, hardware such as modem, maybe it is in the internal format. All these components are assembled in this central processing units. Next, as monitor is soft media, printer is hard media. We get a hard copy of our output. So it produce printed copies of computer outputs. Next one is the hard drive. This is the figure of the hard drive which stores our program and the data into the computer. It is a secondary type of memory in the computer system. Next is the flash memory. This is called as a flash memory, where card reader used to read flash memory card which we stored in the form of memories. Next, to interact with other person through distance, we used a web camera. Nowadays it is inbuilt in smartphone and the laptops. If we are using personal computer, sometime it will be on the top of your monitor screen, or otherwise we are used as external with USB device to interact it. Next, mouse. Mouse is called as a pointing device, and again it is one type of an input unit. Then move to the CD DVD disc. It is used to deliver programs and store images, large files in the multimedia in it. So it is in few years earlier all the software comes in these type of disk, but nowadays we are used internet, and through which we download it, and using cloud it is now convenient, and this type of culture reduced in the percentage. Next is the keyboard. It is a basic input device through which we can insert data into a system, and we instruct through the keys into the computer. Next, through microphone we are used as input our voice into the system. So again it is a other type of input device. And next, speaker. It is used to produce audio output. So it is a one type of a output unit. Move to next section. So here we discuss the architecture of computer. Computer architecture is specifying detailing of how set of software and hardware technology standards and interact to form a computer system. It is a combination of hardware plus software. It makes a computer system. In short, computer architecture refers to how a computer system is designed and its working method. It has basically three units. First unit is called as input unit. Next, CPU. It is again called as a central processing unit. And last is the output unit. Let's see it. First is the input unit. It is used to enter data and commands into the system, and data can be your any type, number, words, actions, commands. So to instruct a computer, we are using this input unit which perform its operation. The main function of this unit is to direct commands and data into a computer system. Next, its use to process data and produce our desired output. For example, a keyboard is used to enter data and number and character. Any type of combination of these we are inserting through keyboard into a system. Similarly, a mouse is a pointing device which are used to entering directions and the commands, and other which you are regularly observed, that is the barcode reader in the shops or in the library. Your user uses this to read the barcode for their operation. The magnetic ink character reader, MICR, or OCR, that is optical character reader. So this is your block diagram of the computer, where first is the input unit, next is the output unit, and in this portion all the operations are performed, which contains memory, then control unit and ALU. So first unit is used for inserting your instruction into the system, and the last unit unit you get the desired result which you want to see on your screen or the output media. Let's discuss the first memory. Memory again divided into two types. First is the primary memory and next is the secondary memory. And central processing units, control units, it performs all the operation in the system, and ALU used for the mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, comparison. All these logical operations are performed in these units. So one by one we can see the blocks. First is the control unit. This is called as a backbone of our computer system. Its responsibility is to coordinate the task between all the components of our system, and controls collect data from input units and sends to the processing unit like addition into ALU section, printing for the other components, and finally it further transmit all these instructions to the output unit for the facilitated users. Next one, memory unit. As earlier discussed, it is the main component in your system. It enters data using input devices into the computer, and it stores that data into the memory unit. If we are not storing, we cannot use our data furthermore. So for continuous usage, we require to store into system. This data may remain here until the other component of CPU process it. The memory unit uses a set of pre-programmed instructions to further transmit these data to other parts of our central processing unit. So now discuss the types of memory. There are two types of memory as I already told. First is the primary memory, next is the secondary memory. Primary memory is also called as the internal memory or the volatile memory because its nature is the volatile. It can't store the information. It just holds until the power is off. Whenever the power is off, the data is lost. That is called as a volatile nature. So it is also known as a main memory, also internal memory, volatile memory, and it holds the data and instruction on the system currently which on we are working. So let's discuss more about the primary memory. So again, primary memory may further divided into RAM and ROM. RAM stands for random access memory. It is also known as read write memory. It is generally referred as the main memory of our system. It is temporary in the nature. The information stored in the memory is lost as the power supply to the computer is switch off. So it is called as a volatile in the nature. Next part of the primary memory is the ROM, that stands for read only memory. It is permanent type of memory. The content is not lost when power supply is switched off. All these instructions are written on this device are permanent by the manufacturer, and it will be stored at the time of manufacturing. It means it all are pre-written information. ROM cannot be override by the computers. It is called as non-volatile memory. Next, jump to the secondary memory, and it is really very interesting because it is an external memory of our system. It used to store the huge amount of different programs and the information. The information which we are accessing through our system is naturally stored in this portion. So now discuss the types of the storage devices. First is the magnetic hard disk, that is our regular hard disk, and magnetic tapes, pen drives, flash drives, CD DVDs and SSDs. Then the third and important component is our result component. It is nothing but output component. So it is the final most component of our computer system. After processing all the operation, it is converted into a format which we can understand. It means human understandable way. After the conversion, the output unit display the data for the user. Example, the output devices which are like monitors, screens, printers are the speakers. If we want to listen a song, we use speaker to listen it. If we want to see the output of our program, we see the monitor, and we want printed notes, we required as a hard copy of it. So thus the output units basically reproduce the data formatted by the computers for users' benefit. Now we are moved to last section of our today lecture is the units of memory. Computers stored these data into memory formats. We can calculate by using terminology like megabyte and gigabyte. So let's see some terminology regarding units of the memory. First, we are using bit. It is a binary digit that holds only one value. It may be 0, 1. Only single value will be accepted by the system. So that is known as a bit. Bit means either 0, either 1. Next is the nibble. A group of 4 bit is called as nibble. For example, 1011, 1111 or 1001. So where 4 bits are used to represent a nibble. And next is the byte. It contains 8 bits of number. It is called as a byte. So total 111, for example, 1111 0 0 0 0. It is known as a 1 byte. So in this table you see the 1 bit equals to 0 either 1. Next 1 byte equals to 8 bits. 1 KB equals to 1024 bytes. Then 1 MB equals to 1024 KB. Then 1 GB equals to 1024 megabytes. Then 1 TB equals to 1024 GB. Then 1 petabyte equals to 1024 TB. Then 1 hexabyte equals to 1024 petabytes. So that's it for today. See you again. Thank you. Next session we discuss the concept of hardware and the software.